This podcast is sponsored by BuyBiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at BuyBiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
How to negotiate a non-compete agreement to protect your career. Learn practical tips to negotiate non-compete agreements effectively and keep your career options open without getting locked in unfair contracts. Let's talk about negotiating non-compete agreements. Hey, have you ever found yourself staring at a non-compete agreement you just got handed at a new job, wondering if it's really fair or how much flexibility you actually have? Yeah, it's one of those legal documents that can feel more intimidating than helpful. But here's the deal. Non-compete agreements aren't always set in stone, and understanding how to negotiate them can save you from some serious headaches down the road. First off, what's a non-compete agreement anyway? Simply put, it's a contract your employer asks you to sign that limits your ability to work with competitors or start a similar business for a certain period after you leave the company. It might sound okay on paper, but the problem is some non-competes can be way too restrictive, like banning you from working in your whole industry for years across huge geographic areas. That's a big deal, especially if you want to keep your career moving or even launch your own gig someday. So, when you're in the position of signing one, you've got to remember this: you have the right to negotiate. Imagine you're chatting with your new boss or HR rep, and you explain that while you're excited to join the team, the non-compete feels like it could handcuff your future. Here are some things to consider asking for or looking out for. Duration. Is the time frame reasonable? For example, many non-competes last 6 to 12 months, but sometimes they stretch longer. You can push to shorten this period. Geographic scope. Does it restrict you from working anywhere in the country, or just within a city or specific region? Narrowing the geographic limits can make a huge difference. Scope of work. Make sure the agreement only covers jobs or roles that directly compete with your current employer's core business, not anything remotely similar. Consideration. Are you getting something valuable, like a raise, a signing bonus, or special training, in exchange for agreeing to the non-compete? If not, that's something to bring up. When you negotiate, be polite but firm. Remember, employers often put non-competes in place to protect their business, not to lock you out unnecessarily. Finding a middle ground that protects them but still lets you have career freedom is in everyone's best interest. Also, don't be shy about asking for legal advice if you're unsure. Laws related to non-compete agreements vary widely by state, and some states like California restrict them heavily or prohibit them altogether. You want to know exactly what you're signing up for. Now, if you're eyeing entrepreneurship or considering buying an existing business, here's a cool tip. Check out Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale. They've got some pretty smart business opportunities listed that might just fit your next move perfectly. Whether you want to take a tech-focused leap or just explore entrepreneurship, explore our listings today. It's a great way to see options that align with where you want to go. In summary, non-compete agreements aren't just take-it-or-leave-it deals. With the right approach and knowledge, you can make sure your career path stays open and flexible. Always review carefully, negotiate what feels overbearing, and keep your future in mind. All right, that's all for now. Hopefully next time you're faced with a non-compete, you'll feel a little more confident to ask for what works best for you. Catch you next time.